So the other day, I was making a beat with a friend, and the guy was like, Roko, how did you make that in FL Studio? And so, because of his reaction, I realized that there are a couple of things that I know and that you probably don't really know. So, keep watching the video, and I will show you 5 things you probably don't know in FL Studio. And even if you know them, you gotta watch the video anyway. So, the first trick you don't know in FL Studio is that you can sample VST. And by the way, what you will do with this trick is completely up to you. I'm just showing the trick, so be careful, okay? Read the agreement of each VST that you purchase to see if you can or cannot sample them, okay? By the way, here's the trick. We have some notes here. Okay, go here, then you right click and go to create a dark wave instrument. Save. And now you select some nodes and you go to start, okay? And now FL Studio will create a, will basically sample the VST for you, okay? So we can hear the difference. This is the original one. That's the sample one. You know, it's lacking a little bit of reverb, but overall it's very similar, okay? So I think that's a very good trick to save some CPU and stuff like that. So the next trick is about the background in FL Studio. If you press this little icon here, you can close the playlist and it will bring you to the background. You can change it with a picture or just some colors. So you go to View, Background, and if you want to just use a color, you go to Set Background Color. You put an orange or anything like that. Otherwise, you just go to Set Image Wallpaper and you put your sickest memes like this one. Oh my god. Or you can do whatever you want. You don't need to put shitty memes. But I think it's very helpful. It inspires you at times, you know. You work on a track and you close this and you have some nice pictures. So this trick is about sidechain. Usually when you sidechain in FL Studio, there is a problem. There are 2 ways of sidechaining, basically, or there are multiple, like 4 or 5, I know, but there are 2 that are very popular. The first one is to just right-click on sidechain to this track and add a Fruity Limb. The problem is you don't have much control over the sidechain, and since you're cool, you want to control your music, right? And the second one is the to just automate the volume the volume knob. Which is also not that cool, because if you want to solo an instrument, you will have a problem. Because it will play the instrument with the sidechain, and so you have to play the track in the playlist to listen it without the sidechain. So there is a trick, which is basically to add all the instrument to a bus channel, which is a bus track, which is basically a track with multiple tracks, and then you add a, well, you just have to, you know, right click and add to sidechain to this track only. No, sorry. This one. Route to this track only. Then you go to Fruity Balance. And when you open it, it will be like this. You just right click, create automation clip. And then you can shape it according to your kick. So now a preview of the track with and without the sidechain. Now without. As you can see, it's very easy to control the sidechain, and since you're cool, you want to control your track, right? And also another kind of cool thing about this kind of sidechain is that when you solo an instrument, you just have to turn off the Fruity Balance so that you can listen to the instrument without the sidechain and mix without the sidechain, you know? That's basically the coolest part of this trick. So another trick that is very interesting is that FL Studio can detect simple melodies. For example, this sample has just a couple of notes going on, And if you want to find the notes, it's very easy. You just take the sample. So basically you open the mixer, you take a new mixer track, and you open Newton. You open Newton, and you drag the sample inside Newton. Basically, Newton is a pitch detection tool, which is mainly used for vocals. But as you can see, it just detects the pitch of everything. And you can play with it. And so you just press this button here that says send to piano roll. And now that you send everything to the piano roll, you can play this MIDI instead of another instrument. For example, you have FL keys here with the piano, so let's hear. As you can see, it's not very super precise, but at least it's detecting the right notes, okay? So we can hear a G sharp, a C, and then it's up to you to reconstruct the melody. On this other pattern I have the right melody, and as you can see the notes are the right ones. So I can just put the right notes into a ghost channel. You see, these are like the same notes. And by doing so, you can, oh, some juicy word type stuff. There's actually a VST called Melodyne that does this thing very, very well, but it costs like $6,000. So I think you will use Newton for now. So before giving you the last trick about FL Studio that you don't know, I'd like to thank you for watching the video until now, and please, if you can, give me some feedback, because it's the first video I make and I would like to know what you didn't like, if you like it, if it was useful. Please make sure to give me some feedback so that I can improve the video for the future, okay? And thank you, and have a nice day. The last trick is now. So that's the last and a bonus trick I have for you. Something you really don't know about FL Studio, and you can only do in FL Studio. So let's say you make a track, it takes you like 12 hours and you realize that only 11 people will listen to it, and you want to deal with it, but you don't want to deal with it alone. You just press this button, you go to Fruity Dance, you go to Freestyle, a little bit of Reflect, a little bit of Speed, and you play the beat. This shit goes hard. You see, the people with Ableton and Pro Tools and Logic, they don't have this kind of stuff, I'd like to know what happened in the office at FL Studio, at Image Line, when they developed this thing here. Have a nice day.